Hello, hello. I believe I'm live. We will see what happens. I'm just going to chill here to see if people jump on. I see there's somebody watching. I'm using a new streaming software. Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, the owls. I know. They're so cute. I can't wait to play with them. I've had fun playing with them. So I'm using a new streaming software where it's some kind of a software program, whatever. No, what am I trying to say? A streaming software. It's a program that allows me to do two cameras like this. And I can do other fun stuff that I have no idea how to do, but hopefully I can learn. But this way I don't have to do the awkward switch with my phone, like to turn it down and stuff. I can just stay like this and I can see you. Oh, good. Bill can see me and hear me. That is a plus, that if you can see me and hear me. Hearing me is probably the better part than seeing me. But, yeah, so I'm excited to get back to my Facebook Lives, and I'm officially starting today. I'm going to start doing weekly every Wednesday, unless, of course, there's a conflict sometime, which could happen. But for the most part, I'm planning on doing Wednesdays, and for the next 7 weeks, counting today too, I am going to be focusing on Sale-a-Bration products because it's celebration time. And there are, I just counted them the other day. I want to say there are 8 free products. And anybody who actually has their Sale-a-Bration brochure in front of you, I should have had mine here, but I don't. It's over there, but I don't want to get up. Anyway, there's a bunch. There's several stamp sets. Let's see. I can think of 1, 2, 3, 4 stamp sets? 5? 4 or 5 stamp sets, and there's like 3 or 4 different papers, which I'm excited about all the papers. Anyway, hey, Leslie. I see Leslie on here. So glad y'all are joining me. So I'm excited. So my series starting today is going to be focusing on the Sale-a-Bration products because, my job here is to get you to want them all and see why you need them all. Because they're all so much fun. So hopefully my projects each week will entice you to want to own these Sale-a-Bration products, which if y'all are new to Stampin' Up, which I don't know that anybody on here right now is. Hi, Debbie. I miss seeing you, Debbie. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, if you are new to Stampin' Up, Sale-a-Bration is the time of year, which it is just one time a year now. They were doing it 2 times a year for a couple of years, but they are going back to 1 time this year. So this is it, y'all. This is the Sale-a-Bration for this year. And it's just during January and February. And there are free products, exclusive products that you can only earn during Sale-a-Bration. And you can only earn them for free with a qualifying order. Now, the 2 products I'm going to show you today, one of them, this one, the Adorable Owls stamp set. It's a cling stamp set. And it is free with a $50 order. So that is, they used to kind of call them like level 1 and level 2. I'm not even sure the brochure says that this year, but this is the free with a $50 order. And then I'm pairing it with my other favorite Sale-a-Bration product, which is the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, or DSP as we call it. And look, it is this one is free with a $100 order because it is not just a small pack of paper. It's one of those big multi-packs. It's got 48 12 by 12 sheets, and you get 4 of each design, and they're so fun. Let me see if I can kind of fan them out a little bit, and I'll show you some of this is one side. Let's see what we got here. It's always a little challenging getting it all on the camera. So this is one side of all the designs. Lots of fun. I love the color. The colors that are in this, by the way, and it listed on the package, but it's Mango Melody, Petal Pink, Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral. That's again Mango Melody. This Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, and Granny Apple Green. I believe that's it. So let me flip, and here are the designs on the other side. So many fun. Oh, I love the, some of my favorite designs are like, well, I like this, but I love the plaids here. There's several plaids. Oh, there's one there. I don't have all, I've used some of the sheets out of this, so they're not all here, but you get 4 of each. So anyway, so that's the Dandy Designs. It is free with a $100 order. So to get both the Adorable Owls and the pack of DSP, of course, you'd have to spend $150, and you can choose them both. Which, those of you, y'all know that's not hard to do. And the good thing about it, if you spend $150, you also get Stampin' Rewards. So you also would get $15 in free products of your choice along with that. So you get, it's a win-win. You get more for your money. Obviously, you know, like everywhere, the more you spend, the more you get. So, okay, I'm going to set this aside so I can start making our projects. Get that out of the way. Let me see who else is on here. Oh, hey, Chris. Christine's here. Sheila, hello. So glad y'all are joining me today. So fun. Okay. So, I've got a question for you, though, first, for everybody. I'm curious about this. So, do you like to see the card, like the sample card, before I make it, or do you want me to start making it and then you see how it turns out at the end? So, answer that real quick and let me know which one you like. Because I always wonder, like, and I think about when I'm watching videos, do I like seeing what they're going to make first, or do I like seeing the process? I like seeing the process for sure, but sometimes I want to see where you're going with it ahead of time. I don't know. So, I'm taking a poll. Let's see. Okay, Debbie says before. Sheila, before. Anyone else? Everybody wants to see the card first? I think that so far I've got 2 of those. Bill likes both. That's no help, Bill. You got to give me an answer. He likes it both. Well, you'll definitely see it after, no matter what. Completed card first, Karen says. Either, before. Okay, I think I have the consensus pretty much as before. So, okay. I'm going to show you then. The first one we're going to make, and this is actually one I designed for a swap. It's this one. And if you are doing my birthday card Stamp-A-Stack this month, you're going to make almost this exact card. I changed it slightly because it's a birthday card class, so I made the birthday owl here instead of this one, and I made it say it's your day. So, but otherwise it's the same card. But we're going to do this version of it today. So, yeah, I whenever there's a new catalog, I sign up for several mail-in swaps, and that's a good way that I get lots of samples and ideas and stuff. So this is the card I designed for one of my swaps. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and bring in my pieces. These owls are so, I don't know if y'all like cute. I mean, you have to like cute stuff. I know that everybody has different tastes. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Has stuff for every taste, but I love cute stuff like that. Okay, so I'm starting with Calypso Coral cardstock. I cut it in half already and scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold that in half. And I've got 2 pieces of the Dandy Designs that I'm going to do. And this particular piece has Calypso Coral, it's got Petal Pink, and then it's got Mango Melody in it. And there's the back of them, but we're not using the back. Sometimes it makes me sad to put the backs down, but these I don't care about as much. So, and I'm just going to do that. This is actually a template that I have used. I feel like I've used it multiple times. It's kind of one of those go-to templates where you do these are 3x4 pieces of DSP, which if you're making a bunch of something, 3x4 is a great size to do because first of all, you use the entire sheet of paper, the 12x12 paper, and you get 12 pieces, 12 pieces out of the paper. So often, you know, I need to do a design where I can get quite a few pieces out of a DSP. So this one, you just kind of tilt them like that. And I have done this design many times. Or template, I should say. Okie dokie. So we got that so far. Now, I'm going to do a little die cutting. And the reason I didn't do it ahead of time on this is because, hold on, wait for it. I know you've seen it probably already. Some of you may already have it, but brrr. It's the boho blue. mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Look how adorable this is. And yes, you're thinking boho blue. We don't have boho blue. Well, I know, but it is apparently, it's one of the new in colors that'll be coming in May. But this is an exclusive little mini machine in boho blue. Mine just came yesterday, so I was excited to use it today. The only way you can get this, unless you're a demonstrator, and we were able to actually buy it if we wanted to. So if you're a demonstrator, you may already have it. If you're not a demonstrator, the only way that you can get this is to sign up right now during Sale-a-Bration. That means purchase the starter kit and sign up with Stampin' Up. And let me tell you, this is my opportunity to do my little commercial for signing up. I think this is one of the best sign-up deals that Stampin' Up has ever had, honestly. I don't think it's going to get much better than this. For the first time that I can remember, and I've been a demonstrator for, I think it's 24 years in April. I'm going on 24 years. I don't remember them giving the 3 options like this, but there are 3 options to sign up. So, number 1, you can just pay the regular starter kit price of $99. That's what it always costs. You can pay that price and you will not get the mini machine. But you get additional, normally you get to choose $125 worth of products for that, but right now you get to choose $175 worth of products. So all 3 options, you get to choose $175 of products of your choice. And that can be anything in any of the current catalogs. Now you can't get Sale-a-Bration, the Sale-a-Bration freebie things, you can get those in a starter kit. But as soon as you sign up, you've got your demo ID number, you can place an order and earn them as a demonstrator. We earn them just the same as customers. So you can always get those later after you sign up. But you can get $175, anything you want, out of any of the catalogs. So that's the $99 one. Now, there's 2 options at $129 instead of $99. You do $129 and you get the exclusive boho blue mini machine. The machine comes with all the needed you get all these cutting plates with it that you need. I'll throw them up here too. And you get to choose the $175 worth of products. So you get the machine plus the $175. Now, if you hate this blue color, which why would you? Look how cute it is. But if you do and you just want the white one, you can choose that too. So that's the 3rd option, is to choose the white machine and the $175. So anyway, it's a great deal. I mean, and Stampin' Up does not require you to do anything. You can sign up, get the starter kit, and drop. And I mean, you don't drop for quite a while. Like if you sign up and do nothing afterwards, you're going to stay active through July. I believe that's right. But if you do want to stay active, you just have to put in a minimum amount of sales each quarter, which your own purchases count towards that. So you can sometimes we call people that don't want to do a business but just want to get the starter kit and the deal. We call them happy shoppers. You get a discount when you shop. So, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to do a business, that's awesome too. Anyway, so that's how you get this fun little exclusive machine. And you get a great deal right now for signing up. Oh, Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda and Shelby. Shelby, my daughter, and her husband, Jordan, helped me with this setup with this software because I had no idea about it. Anyway, they're the ones that got me hooked up to this. So thank you, Shelby and Jordan. Okay, let me get the plates I need, and we will do some die cutting. All of that just because I wanted to talk to you about it. Now, I'm only using 2 sets of dies for all the cards today, and they are the layering circles dies. Those have been around for quite a while. I bet you a lot of you have them. And then the stylish shapes, which these were new this year, weren't they? All of a sudden, time starts running together. Anyway, they're like, I think I use them almost every card because they're amazing and I use them all the time. So I just want the little circle out of here. Let me make sure I've got the right size. Yep. So I'm just going to put that, cutting plates. Look, and it's all brand spanking new. Isn't it fun when it's all new? Seriously, I just got this yesterday in the mail. So fun. All right, this is an awkward position to do this. I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to cut that. Ta-da! All right, and there we have that. And then also, I'm going to cut a scalloped circle. I actually remember to bring my trash can over here today. That makes me happy. because those of you that know me well know that trash bothers me. I know, I'm weird. Okay, and I'm going to cut one of the scalloped circles from the Layering Circles dies. Some of my cards, I pre-cut some of the stuff. But, you know, I wanted to get this machine out and entice you with it. You know, got to do my job. Okay, let's get that. The mini machine is fun to have. Like, if you don't have a machine, I mean, it is a way to start, but you need the big one because there's some things that don't fit in here. But a good majority of our dies and things will fit in here. So it's kind of a fun size to have when you just need a small one. Okay, let me bring this stuff. Whoa, what did I do on my screen? Hold on. Okay, let me bring this back over here. Now what we need to do, oh, you know what? I should have cut this while I was at it. I think I will. Unless I want to stamp first and then cut it. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we'll wait. Can you tell I'm like, sometimes kind of making this up as I go along? Not really. I mean, my cards were planned, but I don't like plan out things I'm going to say or do, which I'm sure is obvious to you. I just get on here and start stamping. I try to be organized. Okay, and I'm just using, the only ink pad I'm using also is black memento. Because I'm going to do coloring on all of these because these owls just beg to be colored. So let's stamp him down. Look, so cute. All right. Now we need some Stampin' Blends. We need, oh wait, I do have to get up quickly. I forgot a color. I'm getting it. Hang on. Sorry, I have to get up for a moment. We need these and... where are my other ones? See, it's a good thing I'm right here. It's the reason I didn't think to pull these is because this card was already done. It was my swap, and the other ones I actually made yesterday. So, all right, I'm back. We need Calypso Coral to color our little owl. And by the way, none of our owls today are going to be colored like an owl should be colored. Shelby, if you're still watching, she works at the Dallas Zoo and works with owls, and so... guess what? I'm making cartoonish owls that are colorful because they're more fun instead of lifelike owls. But I mean, look, these are cartoon-looking owls. All right, so we're using the dark Calypso Coral just to do his little feet. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the dark kind of down here. A little up here, and then a little here. And now I want to blend all of that with the light Calypso Coral. Also, I'm going to do the little inside of his ear right there. You have to keep coloring over the dark to get it to blend. Like, it doesn't, you have, the more color you put over it, it's going to blend more with these alcohol markers. By the way, if you're wondering, what could I spend $150 on so I can get both of these things free? Stampin' Blends is a good idea. If you don't have them all, there are, oh, I meant to count them before I came because I did the other day. Who was it we were, Christine, was that when you were here? No, I think it's when the morning people were here. We were counting them to see how many there were. I'm using my color lifter where I got out of the lines. Thank goodness for the color. This is called the color lifter, and if you get out of the lines or you want to remove color to make a white spot, that's what it's for. It works good. Okay, now I'm using, we do not have Mango Melody blends. We did at one time, but then they took them away. I don't know why. But the Daffodil Delight, especially the dark Daffodil Delight, looks pretty much the same. So it works. Maybe that's why they took that Mango Melody away. Oh, good. Rhonda, you're going to do bingo? I'm so glad. Yeah, y'all, if you're in the area, I'm doing bingo and BOGO, which is going to be super fun. I'm doing my fun Stampin' Bingo event where we play bingo, win Stampin' Up! Prizes, and do make and takes, but I'm also doing my BOGO sale, which I normally only do like when the new catalog comes out, but last year I did this like a bingo and BOGO in January, and it was fun to do it just an extra time. And if you're wondering what is my BOGO sale, it's where I sell all of my retired Stampin' Up! Products, like about half price, but I'm actually giving them away free, so you can have them for free when you place an order of the same amount. And it's especially a great deal during Sale-a-Bration, because not only do you get the retired products free, but you're also getting Sale-a-Bration products for free too. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose. It's a little runny. Y'all, I have had the shingles the last week and a half or so, and they are not going away. Fortunately, it's not like, I know some people like say can be really, really bad and painful. Mine has not just been horrible, but it's enough that it is not fun. It's like uncomfortable and it kind of bothers me, but it's not horrible. Obviously, I'm sitting here managing okay. Oh, hi, Gabby. Yay, Gabby's here. Okay, last thing to color on him is his eye. We're going to make it blue. Look how pretty. Pretty. How to use this, the light balmy blue. Okay, so I used Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, and the light balmy blue on that one. So there he is, all colored. I'm going to bring him up close. Okay, now we just need to layer him on here. I'm saying a him. It could be a girl. We don't know if it's a boy. There's one with a bow tie I'm going to do that I think probably is a boy. But he's probably in the girliest colors of all, which is funny. Oh, well. All right, so now we're just going to put this right about here with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay. Oh, by the way, y'all, will you do me a favor and share this video, like while it's going? Will you share it? Just because that helps me get like more people watching and interested and help my page numbers to grow. It would be a huge help to me. I'd really appreciate it. The other thing is that I've been, after these videos are over, I've been posting them on my YouTube channel. Yes, I actually do have a YouTube channel. And so if y'all will subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's called Stamped with Joy also, that would be great. I would really appreciate it so that I can grow my following on there too. I'm trying to grow some online business. I'm just, I don't know. Sometimes that's not my strong point, but I'm trying. Oh, I was going to stamp this first, wasn't I, before I cut it. I think I will. Calypso. Oh, you know what? I am using Calypso Coral ink pad. Well, guess what? I don't want to get up again. We're going to use the black. It'll be just fine. It'll look good either way. Okay, and this is going to be Hoot Hoot, You're So Cute. Yeah, I knew there was a vaccine, Rhonda, and it's funny. I looked it up, and yeah, it says like 50 and over. They recommend getting it, which I am. I'm 50. Well, I will be 58 soon. Let's don't say that though. Let's just still say 57. Anyway, and I'm surprised my doctors have never mentioned it when I've been for my checkup to say, hey, do you want the shingles vaccine? But I can guarantee you I'm getting it now. Okay, now I am going to use the stylish shape dies again. I'm going to use this one. And I'm doing this way. You can kind of line it up. Now my sample, I did this in Calypso Coral ink, but I think it's fine in black too. It's just as cute. Can you say lazy? I don't want to get up. Plus, then you have to watch me get up and walk over there. Okay, and I'm using, because the mini machine does not have a magnetic platform. In fact, we don't have a magnetic platform for either of the machines anymore. Hopefully soon. Hopefully they get one. But in the meantime, okay, so Leslie Baumgartner is on here watching. She gave me this and told me about this amazing Post-it note tape. I had no idea they have it. But yeah, it's Post-it note, but it's tape. So you can pull off a piece. And so when you're trying to line something up, you can just put it over your die to kind of hold it in place, since I don't have a magnetic one for this. I use my old magnetic platforms for my regular machine. The old, like if you have the old Big Shot one, it does work in the Stampin' Up! Machine. All right. And then you can just gently pull it off like that. I'll just set this here in case I need to use it again later. I think I might. Okay, so then we have it, and then it's all lined up perfectly. All right, and so now we're just going to put him right here, or this, not him. I don't think it has a him or a her. Oh, thanks, Gabby. I do too. I'm really not feeling horrible. It seems to get worse in the evening for some reason. Like, and I've taken, my doctor gave me antiviral medication, and I can't really tell if it did anything, but maybe it kept it from getting too bad, probably. Okay, so sometimes when I'm putting something over, you know, like this is already popped up, I just do a dimensional on one side and a little adhesive on the other part. So that's what I did here. So I'm going to put that like that. Okay, we're almost done. All we need is some embellishments. Y'all, look at these little, I've just organized my embellishments in a new way. These are the rosin, the Funflower rosin shapes are what these are called. Hold on, I need to find some of the little ones too. I have a few little ones left in here. Anyway, I got these. I haven't been happy with the way I organize my embellishments in my, here's a random little one right there that was loose in there. I'll put it right here. They just get all mixed up in the drawer where I was. So I bought these off of Amazon. These little, they're just plastic little, I think they're 5x7 envelopes, and they're perfect. So I put each different embellishment in one, and then they're stacked in my drawer, and it's been great. It's keeping them separated, which is really nice. Okay, let me use the Take Your Pick tool. One of my favorite. If you don't have this, add this to your order. You're going to want it. It's great. So I'm going to put a flower here. I need to pull off my... It's got this sticky stuff on here, and when it starts getting unsticky, you just kind of pull it off and twist this, and some more comes up. And then these are refillable. You can get more of those. And the best way to use it is to kind of push, like, to the side like that. This one, though, is like, it has something on it. Let's see, where am I putting this? Oh, yeah, I want one right here. Obviously, I can't talk and work at the same time sometimes. And I'm going to put one up here. There we go. Put these back in their little envelope. And I think this one is done. So there is card number 1. We're using every single stamp in that owl set today on the 3 cards. So this is number 1. Here it is with the, what do you think? Black or, there's something on there. The black or the Calypso Coral? I think they're equally cute. I don't know. All right, so there is that one. Oh, where did I get the, let's see, die holder? Karen, are you talking about this? The magnet cards? These are from stampandstorage.com. And I have like a wooden crate that they go in. I make labels for them. I save the little envelopes they come in, and then, because when I sell stuff after it's retired, I put it back in the envelope it came in. But when I'm using them, I keep them in this, and they're in a crate. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Okay. I'm glad y'all like that card. Okay, card number 1 is done. Let's move on to card number 2. Okay, so you said you like to see the card first, so here we go. This is card number 2. Oop, yep, we're doing a little fussy cutting on this one. And it's got an embossing folder on here that is the, I don't remember the name of it at the moment. It comes with 2. I think it's like Sale-a-Brations or something, because it's got a birthday. It's the, well, let me find it. I have it here somewhere. It's these narrow kind. It comes with 2. I think the other one is Congratulations, maybe? I don't know. I don't have my catalog handy, but it comes with 2, and it's in the annual catalog. It's very cute. Okay, so here's this card. Let's make it. All right, now we are starting with Calypso Coral. No, not Calypso Coral. That was the last one. Sorry. The C's get me sometimes. Oh my gosh. Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana. That's it. Man, those are very similar. The CCs. I can tell I'm getting old. Can't remember stuff anymore. Okay, so Coastal Cabana, which I love this color. One of my favorites. I hope it stays around. All right, and then we're using the blues paper on this one, which it's Balmy Blue and Calypso Coral are the two blues in this. So we're gonna put one piece right here. Like this. And then we're gonna put one piece right here about, this looks good, about like this. Okay, there we go. Set that aside. We got to do a little embossing. And I did save that to do so that you can see how the mini machine works with the embossing. It comes, like I said, it comes with all these plates that you need. And fortunately, they tell you which one you need on here. This one is for use with standard embossing folders. Thank goodness. See, it has cool little instructions on it because sometimes even I get confused. Now, I want this, I think, to go, I want the happy birthday to show, and I want this to go right all the way to the top, like this. So you put that in here, and then you put, I'm assuming, it's 1 and 3. Oh, no, 1. I need 1 cutting plate. I'm telling you, thank goodness for the little numbers and the things, because it's a little different than the big machine. Okay, 1 and 3 is for this. And then there's a different cutting plate, it says, for the 3D ones. But this one's for the standard. Okay, so we're running that through. And voila, we have the fun little embossed. It's got happy birthday in all different languages. But I wanted the English one to be able to be seen right there. All right, so that is going to go. Oh, but I don't want to stick it down until I put some ribbon on there. So this is really pretty and very pretty and delicate. It's the Balmy Blue and white ribbon. It's called something else, like variegated maybe, or something like that. It's in the mini catalog. I gotta remember next week to bring my catalog over here at my desk so that I can look, because I always think I'm going to remember the names of things and then I don't. But yeah, it's in the mini, and it's really pretty and delicate. I like it a lot. So I just put a little piece around the back. I didn't want to tie it all the way around because it uses more, and you know, this way you kind of conserve it. So, and I always like to wrap it around first and then stick it down before I add the bow and the front edge, because it just gives it some stability to work with the bow. So I'm going to put that about right here. And then I have a longer piece of this same ribbon that I'm going to string through here, if I can get my fingers to work, and then just tie a bow. Like this. You know what's weird about doing Facebook Lives is I feel like I'm just talking to myself in here in my room. Because I'm talking to y'all, but you can't talk back to me out loud. Which I wish you could, but that's fine. You can talk to me by typing in some comments. Keep pulling this back and forth because I want it a little bit small, so I'm going to keep working on it there till I get it how I want it. Okay, now where are my scissors? Trim this up. Alrighty, so there we have so far. Okay. Next up, we're going to stamp our owl. Where is he? It's the birthday one. Alright, so there he is, stamped in black. Now to color him, we are going to use several things. We're going to use this light parakeet party for a couple of things. We need, I think I just used probably the dark fresh freesia. Did I mention fresh freesia when I talked about the colors that are in this earlier? I feel like I didn't, but maybe I did and I just forgot. We need balmy blue. And then, again, another color we don't have blends for is Coastal Cabana. So what I'm using is the light Bermuda Bay and the dark Pool Party. They end up blending and matching pretty well with Coastal Cabana. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me start with a little bit of the dark Bermuda Bay. Just a little here and a little kind of at the bottom of his belly here, I think. And then I'm going to use the light Pool Party. Y'all are very quiet out there. Are you still there? Are you bored? Color over that line to get that to blend. Just want it to kind of be a shadow there, a dark area. Okay, and then down here. Okay. And then we are doing balmy blue for the rest of him. Let's start with the dark here. A little dark down. I think I'll do his wings kind of dark. Do y'all like to start with the light and then go over with the dark, or vice versa? I like to start with the dark and then go over with the light, and then I go back sometimes with the dark again. What do y'all prefer when you're using your alcohol markers? Oh, there's my honey, Jimmy, piping on there. I'm glad that it seems to be working. It's the first time to try to use this software. It's called, I don't remember what this software is called. But it's pretty cool. It's free, actually, which is the best part. All right, let's see. Okay. Looking pretty good. I'm looking at comments. Bill's working on his own cards while he's doing it. That's good. That's a good use of time. I'm going to use the dark petal pink for his beak and his feet on this one. Rhonda, what'd you say? The owls are cute. Always helps to see. Yeah, I know that. I mean, seeing them used definitely always makes a difference, I think. Okay, this little fella, I'm going to make his eyes this is light parakeet party. We're going to have green eyes on this one. Look how pretty. Love that green. And I'm also going to use the green for his little hat fuzzy, which I'm going to put actually a flower on top of that. Oh, I forgot his little inside of his ears here. Let's make them blue. Let's see. Kelly says she likes to start light, then dark, then back to light. Yeah, and she's prepping for a class. That's good. Yeah, I've done kind of both, but I don't know. I go back and forth. Okay, let's see the hat I'm gonna do. This is the dark fresh freesia. And then I'm going to add the light, I think I'm going to add the light granny apple green right here. Trying to decide, do I want granny apple green? Actually, I could do the parakeet party. Nah, I think I'll do the light. They're very close anyway. I'll do the light granny apple green. Yep. Okay, there, he's colored. He's colored. Okay, this is the only one I'm fussy cutting. There are no dies for this little owl, so I am going to cut him out, which I honestly do not mind a fussy cutting. I think it's kind of fun. The key, by the way, if you're fussy cutting things, to get it to where it looks, you know, better and not too choppy, is you move your paper and not the scissors. So you can see I kind of keep my scissors in the same position, but I'm moving my paper around. And I'm leaving just a small little white edge around it. And honestly, it doesn't have to be, like, every little part doesn't have to be cut perfectly. The main thing is you just kind of want it even around it and smooth. If I'm fussy cutting for a swap or something, I'll just sit and watch TV and cut. It's kind of relaxing. Like coloring. To me, coloring is relaxing too. There we go. See, didn't take long. All right, so let's stick him on with some dimensionals. We'll put him right about here. Like that. And then the last thing we need is, well, two last things. We need the sentiment, which I'm going to stamp it first before cutting it. Especially since these are cling and not photopolymer, it's a little harder to stamp like in the exact place you want it and straight. So it's kind of nice to cut it after. So let's bring in this. Put this here. Where is it? There it is. And we're using Stylish Shapes again. We're going to use this little bitty, I use this a lot for little sentiments. This little bitty banner. Right here. So let me put some tape over that. Hold that in place. The nice thing about the Post-it note tape, it really does not seem to tear the paper. At least it's been working well for me. All right, so there's your It's Your Day, and that is going to go right down here. I need mini dimensionals for that. Right there. Okay, and then we just need embellishments. Let me bring my fun flowers. I'm using the fun flowers for this one too. I have to say I use these fun flowers a lot. They're probably one of my favorite embellishments this year. All right, so I'm going to use the parakeet party ones, and I'm going to put one on the top of his, even though I colored it in, that way if you can see underneath it, it's colored, but I'm going to put one on top of his hat. Sorry, there's a motorcycle driving by, if y'all can hear that. And then I want to put a few right here. Put one there, and I'll put a big one like right down here, like that. There we have it. So there's card, I'm trying to shove stuff out of the way. Card number 2. Very fun. These owls, I really do love them. Okay. All right. Let me move on. We have one more card to do. And this one is a fun fold. Now, Leslie Bumgarner, who is my friend and my team leader, she did this card at our team Zoom gathering Monday night. So I totally copied it from her. The only thing I changed is I added some ribbon to tie it closed because I just thought it was fun to hold it closed. But so when you open it, I'll show you how it works. You untie it, and you open this up, and then you open that up. Hoot, hoot, you're so cute. Isn't that fun? Okay, so let's make that one. I just thought it was really cute, and I didn't really want to change. I thought about changing it up a little to, you know, do my own spin on it other than the ribbon, but I liked the colors. I liked the paper she chose. I liked it all. So I just copied it. So thanks, Leslie. It was a good, at our team, by the way, here's another little plug for you to buy the starter kit and join Stampin' Up. We have monthly, I do it with my 2 team leaders, Leslie Bumgarner and Jan McCollum. And every month on the second Monday of the month, we do a team Zoom. So it doesn't matter where you live. You don't have to get out and go anywhere. We all just get on our computers and get on Zoom together, and we have fun. We do demonstrations, and then we always end with a project that we stamp together. Like we send you out measurements of what you need, and you pick out whatever stamps and papers you want to use, and then we make it together. This is the one we did the other night. I should have pulled the one that I made. And it's fun because you end up with a great card template, and we show them at the end, and everybody's is different because we all use different stuff. So it's really lots of fun. So that's another perk of being a demonstrator and joining Stampin' Up! Is that you get to be part of our fun team monthly gatherings. Okay. Here we go. This is Fresh Freesia cardstock, and it is cut in half, 11 by 4 1/4, and then I scored it at 5 1/2, and then again at 2 3/4. So you fold it in half, then you just fold it back on that 2 3/4 inch line. So that's how you get that part. And then for the DSP, you're going to need a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4, and that one's going to go on the inside. I thought this was a really fun card design, a fun fold. Fun folds are always fun to make. How many times can I say the word fun? Okay, so that goes on the inside. Then the other piece is 4 by 2 1/2, and it goes right there on the front. So right there for that one. Okay. Let me set that aside for a minute, that part. Now, you also need a piece that is, let me check my measurements, 7 1/2 by 3 3/4, and then you score it at 3 3/4. So it's just scored in half like that. And on this one, you want your fold to be on the right side, opposite of what you would think. Okay, so we need two, you need 2 squares of 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And you need another coordinating DSP that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that one's going to layer onto the white. Now, of course, if your DSP doesn't have white in it, or it has another color that you want to put for this background, you could totally change that up. But for this particular design, the white works really well. So let's put this here. Okay. And then that is going to go right here on the front. And again, the front, remember, it's opening backwards like that. Like so. Okay. Now the other square of white, the 3.5 by 3.5, is for the inside, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment on the inside, which is going to be the hoot hoot, you're so cute. I'm just going to stamp, you know what, I always like to test it on my grid paper to see if it's mounted straight, because I never can tell. Alright, so that's just going to go right there on the inside. And of course, if I had another image or something, you could stamp something else in there. I'm just going to leave it, because you can leave some room to write on there. So that's going to go on the inside. Remember, it's opening opposite from normal. Okay. So there we have that. I think we can, yeah, we can just go ahead and glue this part down then. So this is going to go on the inside like that. You just, and the way I figure out where it goes is you just kind of center it on the front, and all you need is adhesive on the back of this square. So put some adhesive on the back, and then go ahead and line this up where it's kind of centered, wherever you want it, like that, and then stick it down. So it's going to be stuck down right there. So there we have that. Ta-da! And we can actually go ahead and add our ribbon and tie it closed, because we've got that done. Any questions so far? Okay. Oh, good. Leslie's telling Bill where to get the Post-it note tape. Yeah, it works great, Bill. You should get some. Alright, so I'm just going... Oh, and this ribbon is the Petal Pink. I wish you could feel it. It's like faux velvet. It's really, really soft and pretty. It is a bulky ribbon, so like if you won't be able to just mail this normally probably with this big bow. If you use it like just in a little knot or something, it's not as bad, but I'm actually tying it into a bow, so it does make it pretty thick. So you might want to let this be a special card you put in a special envelope or something. So I'm just going to tie it in a bow on the front like this. And this ribbon is found in the annual catalog. Just trim up my ends a little there. This one needs to be at an angle. I always like my ends to be angled. I think I'm going to make it just a little smaller. Trim and trim. I don't know if y'all are me, but I keep trimming and trimming. All right, so there we have the front of it so far. Now we're ready to do our owl, and I went ahead and die cut these ahead of time. And so this little guy, we're doing the one with the bow tie. He's super cute too. They're all cute, aren't they? They're just adorable. All right, so let's stamp him on here. And this is, again, the Stylish Shapes and the Layering Circles dies. Okay, now to color him, we're going to need fresh freesia. We're going to need some Granny Apple Green. What else? Petal Pink. Yep. All right, I am going to color his eyes blue. Again, the light balmy blue. And then the bow tie I'm going to do in Granny Apple Green, and I am going to start with the light on this one. Add a little green there, and now I want to add a little dark. Make the knot dark and the little lines, and then I'm going to color over it again, just to blend that a little bit. like that. Okay. That's all we need the green for, I believe. Yep. Set that aside. Okay, now we're gonna use the light. Well, first I'm gonna use the dark petal pink again for his beak. And his feet. Am I making y'all want to get your markers out and color? I just love to color. And then I'm going to use the light petal pink to do his face here. Oh, and the inside of his ears right there. I'm going to make light petal pink. I think these owls are so cute colored in all the fun colors. Okay, and then I'm going to make his belly. The light petal pink. Okay. There's that. And then we're going to make him purple. He's going to be a purple owl. Leslie, I'm totally copying because you made your owl purple and I thought he was so, so cute. Thank goodness we can copy and share everything, right? The case. Because I'd be up a creek if I didn't copy from people. I love copying. I like coming up with my own stuff too, but when you see something that's just so cute that you love and it just makes you want to make it, so it's fun to do that. And there's just a wealth of ideas out there. I need to use the little tip. I prefer the nub. I call it the nub tip. Just because you have more control, I think, but unless I'm coloring a big area. All right, so there he is. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. It's the eyes in these little eyes. They're just so adorable. Adorable was the perfect name for the set, the Adorable Owls, because that's exactly what I would call them. All right, and then I'm layering it onto Fresh Freesia scallop circle from the layered circle. So we just need to put it on here. I need to straighten that up a little bit right there. And if you want, like, to stick this to the back, you could. I didn't, but you definitely could. But it kind of stays in place because once you put this over here, like, it won't fall off completely. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on. And then he's going to go right there in the center. And then I'm just going to add a little sentiment on the front. I'm going to do the My Friend. That's the one stamp I haven't used yet. We're using it. I'm going to stamp it on here and then cut it out with that same little banner. When I first was stamping this the other day, it has like these big kind of like, some parts are darker, and I kept trying to do it again, and then I finally looked at the stamp, like the image, and I think it's supposed to be that way because it shows it that way, so it's supposed to be kind of, I don't know what you call that look, but okay, so I'm going to line this up right over that, hopefully. Okay, who wants the boho blue mini machine, y'all? It's the time to sign up. Get that starter kit. You get this machine plus $175 of your choice of products for only for only $129. $129, and also the shipping is always free on the starter kit, which is awesome. So it's just $129 plus tax is it. There's no shipping. Or if you don't want the machine, you can do just the regular $99 starter kit, but you still get extra free stuff in it. You get $175 worth of products for that $99. So it is really a great deal. All right, so, and I'm going to put him just right off here to the side. I need a mini dimensional on one side. This is another one where I'm doing the adhesive on one end and dimensional on the other. I do lots of them that way. All right, so let's just put that right here, like so. And there we have it. And I'm not doing any, I thought about embellishments on here, but I kind of just decided with the ribbon added, it didn't really need anything else. So I just left it that way. So again, here's what the inside. So when you untie it, you open it, and you get the hoot hoot. You're so cute. How fun is that? Let me bring all 3 cards back in. Here. And there they are. Look at that. 1 ink pad and Stampin' Blends, 1 stamp set, and 1 pack of paper. And there you have it. So I know you all want these. You want the paper, you want the owl. So hopefully you'll find some things you want to purchase where you can earn them for free. I hope you all have enjoyed watching. Thanks so much for joining me today for this episode of Here's the Story. And I'll be back next week with a different Sale-a-Bration product, and I'll post about that beforehand. But thanks so much for joining, everybody, and be sure again and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks for joining.